Everybody, welcome back. We are at Dope Kitchen with my buddy Dwayne.
So happy to be back. Welcome back to all of y'all watching.
And I have my Wonder Woman apron on today for you guys. All right. So one of the things that I just wanted to briefly talk about today, because so many people ask how I got into working with people in recovery. And honestly, I have a friend who's in recovery, and that just kind of showed me so much. And I got to thinking one day, long story short, what do we do as nutrition professionals for people in recovery? And I started looking into it, and I found out not a lot. So one thing led to another, and 6 months later, here we are today. And my friend who's in recovery now is reaching 18 months clean and sober. So happy for this person who chooses to remain anonymous, I think, because he's a handsome dude. So maybe he doesn't want all the girls like blowing up his DMs. I think that's what it is, right? So you want to talk a little bit about some of the milestones in sobriety?
Yeah. Yes, I would love to. And some people have to go with that anonymity thing. Obviously, Dwayne Arbizu, not anonymous. I just come all the way out because sharing my story helps get people clean. Yeah, milestones in recovery. Well, first off, every day you wake up clean is the most important one. But along the way, I know 6 months, I kind of couldn't believe it. Starting to feel a little better healthy-wise, physically. Emotions are starting to come back to life, and that's terrifying. And then at 1 year, it's not this way for everyone, but at 1 year, I was shocked and thrilled and called home to tell my father, and he hung up on me. Yeah, said I should have been doing that the whole time. Dealing with the wreckage of my past. Now, moving up on 18 months, right? You actually experienced, or I experienced, a little bit of sadness because I started to realize that it finally took. Whatever it was I was doing was working, and God was alive in my life, and I probably wasn't going back. So there's actually a grief process of the old life dying away. And ever since then, every year, there's a little bit of shock, a little bit of amazement, and a whole lot of gratitude for one more year in this new way of life.
Yeah, making commitment to recovery is awesome. I'm so proud of all this, especially I've learned so much, so I'm so proud of all the people that have come this far. 18 months is awesome. So for those of you, anybody else out there celebrating these great milestones, awesome job. So the recipe that we're gonna have today is just a spinach salad with a homemade fig vinaigrette. And this is inspired by my friend because he likes the fig jam. So I started eating some of that some of these days, So what we're gonna do is just make the vinaigrette, which I have here 1/3 cup of olive oil and 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar. And of course, our fig jam. I even got this brand, which is a good one. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here. And you don't even need to blend this. You can always just whisk it. Thank you, Dwayne. See, that's why I have somebody here helping me. But I like to, anytime I make a homemade salad dressing, I like to blend it myself in the blender. And I didn't bring my blender today. I'm using the Ninja.
We're gonna hit it with the bullet.
Yeah. That's all it needs. And one awesome thing that I did was I got this new trick yesterday with red onions. I soaked them in ice water and lemons. It takes away like a little bit of the bitterness, and it makes it somehow sweet. Like, it's a really good trick. So
I love acidity. I
know that some people, like coming, in recovery, we've mentioned before, have a preference for sweet foods.
Salty foods,
packaged foods, foods that are low in fiber, highly processed, highly palatable foods.
Foods that are quick and easy, so I can move on to the next thing.
Right. So now coming into long-term recovery and looking at long-term health, you want to start eating some more healthy foods, right? So the salad dressing that I made today, yes, it has it's fig jam. It has a little bit of sugar. But the way I see it is, if a little bit of sugar helps you get all of these nutrients, if that's a vector for you to start making some healthier choices, if your palate is not accustomed to these nutrient-dense fiber foods yet, then this is a great transition. So hopefully also this that you will like this as well, Dwayne. And I'm just gonna pour that on. And the one thing that I did get, see that, we'll have to mix that up a little bit, but that's okay. The last thing that I'm gonna add to the salad is some walnuts, because walnuts have omega-3s, and omega-3s are very beneficial for the brain. I will devote a whole day about talking about these, because this is like my favorite topic these days. But yeah, I'm just gonna mix this up. It's nice and colorful, bright green. We have purple in the onions. Yes, thank you. And a little bit of crunchy sweet with the walnuts, and of course a little bit of sweetness from the fig jam. So go ahead.
You know what I would say at this point? Anyone in recovery out there knows that anything worth doing is worth doing well, right? And obviously, there's nothing more important than what you put in the machine to keep it running right. So, take your time, learn how to make good stuff, pick out good stuff, and when it goes in, you feel better, more healthy.
Yep.
I just learned a whole lot recently about how much the stomach does for us.
Yeah, and also if you try something one time and you don't like it, that's okay. Just keep it. All of these things, you know, all of these adopting these healthy habits take time. So if you don't like it the first time around, that's okay. Keep trying things. Keep trying different things. Yeah, and we're gonna give you different recipes to help you. This, to me, we talk about eating highly flavorful foods, right? Instead of highly palatable foods.
Yes.
So you have the sweetness of the fig, the acidity of the balsamic vinegar. That's very flavorful. So give it a shot.
It has to catch the palate.
Yes.
I have to taste it and go, oh my God, I need more of that.
You know what? Why don't you grab a fork and give it a shot? We'll just eat it out of the bowl. It's like,
you know what I would say
just
to
a
this
forkful,
salad?
just a
You
forkful.
know what I would say to this salad? You look marvelous.
it really is.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shove it in my face. Like this big forkful.
Yeah. That's got a good spice to it.
It's a little sweet and savory and everything. It's good. Sorry. We're talking with our mouths full.
Not sorry. Not at all.
So,
that's pretty good.
awesome salad. You want to make it a meal? Throw some chicken in. Throw some protein of your choice in it, and have that anytime.
Yay
So,
figs. Yay
yeah.
figs.
Good idea. Good idea, right? All right. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.
Catch you on the next one.
And happy 18 months. I'm proud of you.